All right, fans of dramatic finishes, get ready for this. We are diving deep, deep into the Brazilian Championship, and let me tell you, this season's got it all.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? Talk about a nail biter. We've got a title race that's tighter than ever.
Seriously, just a few points separating the top teams now.
And then you've got that battle for the Libertadores spots. Oh boy.
Can't forget those huge implications for next season. But,
And let's not forget the teams at the bottom fighting tooth and nail to avoid relegation.
right, some big names sweating it out down there. This is why we love the Brasileirão, huh? Always unpredictable.
Absolutely. Now, remember earlier this season, everyone thought Botafogo were runaway leaders, almost guaranteed the title.
Yeah, they were on fire for a while there.
But look at the table now. The gap shrinking, the chasing packs closing in.
What's going on there? Did they just, I don't know, take their foot off the gas?
It's tough to pinpoint one single reason, to be honest.
Just one of those things. Happens in sports, right? Pressure gets to everyone.
Exactly, the pressure of being at the top. Plus, their opponents have had time to analyze their game, find weaknesses.
Makes sense. Adapt or die, right?
Yeah.
Especially when you've got teams like, what was it, UFMG, right? Their model's predicting a much tighter finish than anyone expected.
Yeah, UFMG's model, it's all about data analysis, crunching the numbers. And what it's showing is that this title race is far from over. Any slip up from Botafogo and those other teams, they're ready to pounce.
Speaking of those other teams, let's talk about the fight for the Copa Libertadores spots. Now, you mentioned something interesting about Flamengo. They're what, like fifth or sixth right now?
Yeah, they're a bit off the pace for the title at this point.
But they still have a really good chance of qualifying for the Libertadores. How does that work?
See, the top 6 teams in the Brasileirão at the end of the season, they all get a ticket to the Copa Libertadores. It's South America's biggest club tournament. A huge deal.
Okay, so it's like even if they don't win the league, they can still have a shot at continental glory.
Exactly. Flamengo, despite their ups and downs, they're still in a strong position. Imagine this. They win the next couple of matches.
And some of the teams above them, maybe they drop some points.
Boom. Just like that, they're right back in the mix. It's a marathon, not a sprint, and Flamengo are known for finishing strong.
Okay, that makes sense. But while some are dreaming of continental glory, others are facing a different kind of pressure altogether, right? Let's talk about the relegation battle.
Dreaded drop. Yeah, no sugarcoating it. Atletico Go and Cuiabá, they're in deep, deep trouble. I mean, barring a miracle, they're looking at relegation.
Wow. And it's not just the smaller clubs feeling the heat, is it? You mentioned some big names in the mix, too.
Absolutely. Corinthians and Fluminense, those are massive clubs with huge fan bases. They're definitely feeling the pressure right now. Every point is crucial.
Can you imagine the tension those last few matches? Talk about must-watch TV.
You said it. Actually, speaking of must-watch, we got to talk about some of these upcoming matches. First up, the big one, Botafogo versus Palmeiras.
Oh, that's huge.
Right.
Potential title decider right there, depending on how things go.
And it's a fascinating tactical battle, too. See, Palmeiras, they're deadly on the counterattack. Fast, ruthless. Botafogo, if they want to control this match, they have to shut that down.
So it's a clash of styles, really. What else we got? What other matches are you marking on your calendar?
Well, Cruzeiro versus Vasco, that's one you won't want to miss. Both of them right there in the thick of that Libertadores race. A loss for either team is absolutely devastating.
Talk about pressure. This match is huge EE for both their seasons.
Absolutely. And then, of course, there's the relegation 6-pointer. Corinthians versus Fluminense, nail-biting stuff.
Oh, man, talk about high stakes. Two giants of Brazilian football, both in real danger of going down. That's going to be an emotional roller coaster.
No doubt, no doubt. The atmosphere will be electric.
I can already imagine it. It's incredible, though, right? We're down to the wire, and so much is still up in the air.
That's the beauty of the Brasileirão. It's anyone's game right now, and the pressure cooker is on.
It's what keeps us coming back for more, season after season.
Well, on that note, I want to thank you for taking this deep dive with us. Amazing insights, as always.
My pleasure. But hey, before we go, one final thought to leave you with. Pay attention to how the fans react in these final matches. Brazilian fans, they're passionate, they live and breathe football, and that energy, it can either lift their team to victory or crush them under the pressure. It's a fascinating dynamic to watch unfold.
It really is, and it's a reminder that in football, anything can happen. So buckle up, folks. We're in for a wild finish. Thanks for joining us for the deep dive.